Hey there, folks. Welcome to lesson number 14 of the 30-day challenge. My name is James Ward, and I appreciate you taking the time to join us today. I'm excited about today because today we are going to start moving into the marketing side of this business. Now, as you know, by this point in time, if you haven't done lessons 1 through 13, this lesson today is not going to do you much good. I want to encourage you to go back, make sure that you're doing all the lessons so you can get the value out of this. So you've built the foundation with your mind. You can see exactly what you want to achieve. You know exactly what those numbers are. You know how to connect, right? You built the mindset that you need. Now, again, if you haven't been doing what we ask you to do on a daily basis, which that's 15 to 30 minutes of mindset or personal development every day, most likely you've already fallen back into some of your old habits, and that's okay, right? I mean, this is kind of like a diet. That's what I always like to refer to it as, a lot of people say they want to lose weight. They will diet for 1 or 2 days. They'll say, hey, I'm going to start my diet back on Monday, right? All diets start on Monday. We kind of joke about that in my house. And I can relate to that because life sometimes gets in the way. The good news is as a human and as a marketer and as a person, you can start right back, but you have to make that decision. You have to decide to move forward with your business, with your vision, what you're really trying to achieve. That's why I've encouraged you so many times, make sure that you're reading your vision every day. Make sure that you're taking a look exactly what your purpose is, because your purpose, that selfish purpose we talk about, not the cliche purpose of, hey, I'm doing this for my family, I'm doing this for something. Why are you really doing it? Because when you figure that out deep down, you can turn it into other things being your reason why you're doing it. But you got to know what your true purpose is internally. I'm a big believer of that. So if you're not reading that every day, if you're not reading your vision, if you don't have a complete understanding of what you're trying to achieve, trust me 100%, you're not going to be able to reach your goals. So I want to encourage you to do that as I have every single day. So days 1 through 13, you want to make sure to check it out. It builds the foundation of where we're at. On the second week here, we began to develop some of the marketing systems that we've talked about, some of those lead magnets, some of the lead pages. And we talked a lot about the different type of prospects that we're going after, whether it be the low-hanging fruit, which are the people that will do anything that you do, any of the business with you, they're going to do just because of who you are and your center of influence. We talked about the existing network marketers, right? We talked about new business seekers, and we also talked about those people who are looking for just a specific product or service that you're offering. I'm a big believer that existing network marketers and new business seekers are traditionally the easiest people to market after. But with that being said, it's also one of the most competitive markets out there. So we've talked about being that leader that you need to become for people to want to be able to follow. And that's what we've been in the process of doing for the last 13 days, is giving you the confidence that you need to be the leader that people want to follow. And that's what you have to be telling yourself every single day, is that I am the leader that people want to follow. I was coaching soccer this weekend, and we actually won the gold division, and I'm pretty competitive, especially with my soccer here. And my daughter happens to play that team. And, a lot of the strategies and things that we talk about in online marketing or offline marketing and the person that you become can hold true in so many different parts of your life. And we were at halftime, we were down 1-0, and we needed to win this game. Like, we had to win this game in order to take it to the next level. And I took one of my players to the side before the half started. I said, look, you need to be the leader out here that everybody wants to follow. Set the pace of the game for us. The good news is you're setting your own pace of your own game called life when it comes to marketing. And what we're going to be talking about here today is we're going to talk about some of the things that you can do right now for your business to begin to brand yourself, okay? Because it's going to become so important to the process of your success. Now, there's many of you out there that you say, well, James, I don't have the talent. I don't want to get on camera. I don't want to show my face. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. And hey, guess what? There's a lot of successful people that haven't done that. Now, I'm also going to be straight with you, though. The more comfortable that you get with that, with being uncomfortable, right? Because as I told you, I've shot many videos out there that I'm super uncomfortable. Like, I was at a park. I did one of our lessons at a park, and there were people walking their dogs, and it was really uncomfortable for me. I didn't want to be out there doing that, but I did it because In fact, it made me uncomfortable. And I know that that's usually where the breakthroughs come, right outside your comfort zone. And the same thing is true when it comes to your marketing. When you become comfortable with getting, on a, a video like this, or maybe a webinar where maybe you're not even showing your face, but you have the ability to get out there and talk to people, and you can present yourself as the leader that people want to follow. And here's what's cool about it. We've talked about this a lot as well. More than 95% of people out there. So, I want you to think about this. If you have kids, which I bet a lot of you do, and if you do have kids, most likely you never have any uncomfortability on telling them exactly what to do, right? You tell them what to do and you mean it. Like, you need to do this and you mean it, right? And some of us may be softies, some of us, it depends on your relationship, but you never feel uncomfortable saying, look, you need to clean your room. Look, you need to pick up after yourself. You need to come home directly after school. You need to do this. You need to do your homework. You're comfortable with telling people what to do. The good news is this. 95% more than any other people out there. So you should feel very comfortable at this point, if you've been through all 13 lessons, to be able to do a presentation, to be able to do a webinar, to be able to do a video, and know that you can tell people what to do with complete confidence because you've been through this process. Now, that could be on mindset training. That could be on building a landing page, which we showed you exactly how to do, how to create an email campaign, which we showed you exactly how to do, how to deliver the value to the market, which we've showed you how to do. And all those things combined has gotten you to a place now where we're really going to hit the road when it comes to marketing. There's so many different types of marketing out there. And I said this before as well. People oftentimes get confused on traffic. There's a lot of traffic resources out there. There's a lot of people that are selling traffic courses. There's a lot of people that say you have to be able to get so much traffic to your website. And the truth is this. I think that traffic is probably the easiest thing out there to get. Now, it can cost you some money, and also the more money that you have to spend, often the more traffic, or quality traffic, I would say, the traffic that counts to get to your website is important. There's also free ways to do it. There's also ways that you can do it through social media without spamming people or shoving an offer down your throat. And we're going to talk about some of those cool things that you can do. But before we even get to the marketing side of it, the mechanics, like, where do I market at? Do I market on Facebook? Do I market on Twitter or Pinterest? Do I market with solo ads? Do I buy leads? No, you don't ever buy leads, right? You create your own leads. That's going to get you to where you want to be. We got to talk about the branding process of where you're at, okay? Depending on what landing page that you sent people through, depending on what value you delivered to them, depending on what emails you sent to them, all those things combined begin to brand you as a marketer, okay? Me doing these videos right here, me doing these lessons have actually attracted people to me that I've never known ever, right? That have found me online, that have begun to watch this, and now they're following me, they're sending me Facebook messages. And I did this just as a way to help. I didn't do this to attract people to my business or anything of that nature. I did it to add value to you because I want you to be successful with whatever business or product or service you're selling. And I'm so sick of the nonsense that's out there that people are selling, and so much crap that people are buying, that it's just emptying their pockets. Because guess what? I've been through that. Remember, I spent the tens of thousands of dollars learning how to market, learning how to brand, learning how to do all those things, just to find out that you don't have to do that. So that's why I'm here today, is to help you get through some of those challenges, so that by the time you get done with the 30 lessons that you're going to have here, you can even revert back to them and say, oh, okay, I remember when we talked about this. I remember what we need to do right this second. It's not about this. So that's what we're at right now. And I want to really talk about branding for just a second, because most people out there are uplifting a specific person in a specific company, right? Most people are using other people's sales letters. They're using other people's websites. They're using other people's information to promote whatever business product or service that they're offering. And there's nothing wrong with that. I talked about creating a lead magnet that you can actually use. I talking about creating some value that you can actually get back to people, and I'm going to do that. But at the same time, the lead magnet that I'm going to create is going to be value that's going to be added to you, right? You had access to this information only because of the level of producer that you're at. We're going to make sure to include that type of language in whatever I deliver, so that you can be perceived as the leader that you want to be, the leader that people want to follow. Now, let's talk about branding. As I said, most people out there, and I bet you're one of them if I had to guess, You have locked on to some guru, you've locked on to some leader, you've locked on to some top producer in this industry, and anything that they come out with, you buy, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, right? I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, right? They're supposed to be able to sell you products and services and give you value. But my question to you is, how would you like to be one of those people? You see most people out there say that, yeah, or as soon as I ask that question, they're like, yes, James, tell me what I need to do. I'm ready to be that person. Well, number one, you may not be ready to be that person. If you haven't built yourself, if you haven't built your personal foundation, if you're not the leader that people want to follow yet, you're not that person, okay? But you are developing into that person. You're becoming that person, and we want to help you create your own style. And, you know, if you remember, I talked about when I very first started marketing in this business, I followed one of these gurus, right? I signed up with one of these gurus, and they're still in the business, by the way. And everything that was surrounded about my website was about them. If you went to my sales letter, it had pictures of their family, it had pictures of their cars, it had pictures of their house, it had pictures of, you know, their travel experiences, all those things that people get attracted to. It was all theirs. So people were naturally attracted to them. So what happens is this: you send people to a website, they go through your system, and a lot of times, what do? They go to Google, they search that person, and that person ends up getting a sale. So every single time you're using someone else's material, you want to make sure that material gives you the option to promote yourself a little bit as well, okay? So if you're using a sales letter or you're using a sales page, even if you use the lead magnet that I create for you, and it's going to be a video, and I'm not sure exactly yet, I'm going to get that done for you, I promise. But when I create that, you want to make sure on that page that you put it on, you still brand yourself. Now, if you remember, and I will go back here in a second, the page that I created that delivered the value, it had my personal logo on it. Remember, it said, JW, you don't want to use my logo, you want to use your logo. And we talked, I sent you to Fiverr, I showed you where you could get a logo done for $5. $5, someone can create a cool logo for you to be able to use. That starts the branding process. Now, also on that page, if I were you, underneath that, I might create something like a little bit about me. Learn about me. Here's a little bit about me. I live in whatever city. I'm married with these many kids. I've been in network marketing, internet marketing, direct sales, whatever you want to call it, for so many different years. Before that, I did this, or I still do this part-time. People want to begin to deal with real people. I promise you, if you could put some images of you and your family up there, you could design the page to have an image of you, even if you're not completely comfortable with the way that you think that you look, or you don't think your house is as nice or your cars are as nice. Forget about all that, okay? Go to a public park, take some pictures, get some good footage of you, even do a video speaking. All those things are important because it's going to begin to attract people to you. There's a lot of people out there that aren't attracted to me, okay, for whatever reason it is. Maybe it's you know, they don't like my accent, or they don't like what I'm showing. There's some people that are not attracted to the fancy cars and the bling and all these things that people show, and that was me. You know, I was attracted to the money, right? I wanted the money, but I wasn't attracted to all the nonsense that went with it. I kind of felt like people were showing off, and I didn't like that. So when I started to brand myself, I was like, there's got to be room out here for a little guy that has some relatable abilities, right? Something that people can relate to, like real life stuff rather than the nonsense. So sure, I had a couple pictures of my cars, but they were normal cars. I think we had a Tahoe and I had a Saab at that point. I mean, we had a normal house, and still today, you know, I mean, that's just not my style. My style is not to show a 10,000 square foot house. It doesn't mean that it's wrong. It's just my style, because I think enough people are attracted to that, and people get sick of seeing all the other stuff. So I want you to think about this today. I want you to think about your style. I want you to think about the people that you can attract. You know, if you're married with kids and, you know, you're in your 30s or maybe your 40s, or maybe you're a 25-year-old just getting into this. You know, if I was 25 years old or 22 or 23, I wasn't married, I would really start selling the lifestyle, right? I would start selling my ability, because here's the deal. We all know that you're probably going out, you're going to clubs, or maybe you're going to trips, you're doing stuff like that. I would utilize social media for people to get to know me and get to know my life and how exciting it is. Maybe it's not as exciting as what you present, but perception is reality, right? So if people perceive that you're having fun, if you're a good person that they want to hang out with, and you're doing this online thing and you're having success with it, they're going to want to follow you, right? They're going to want to know what you're doing. So when it comes to branding, I think that there's a couple things that you have to determine. Number one, What marketplace are you going after? Are you going after other network marketers? Are you going after another business seekers? Are you going after people that you want to present your product to? And don't even worry about the low-hanging fruit, because guess what? They're going to follow you anyway. Once you determine that, I think that you even have to break it down further into a niche, okay? If I was branding myself today, I would probably go after people that are, around my age, or at least within 10 years, either way, that can relate to my lifestyle, that can relate to, hey, I'm a soccer coach. I travel on the weekends for soccer. I have my family. I do this internet marketing thing as well. I've had some success with it, and they can begin to see that, and they can begin to become attracted to it. I would definitely be showing images. I'll be showing pictures of myself, pictures of my family, what we do if we're taking trips, even if we're out for a soccer weekend. I would be doing some Facebook lives, some YouTube lives. Even if I didn't have anything major to say, just 5 minutes of some value that I could add, a marketing tip of the day, a marketing tip of the week, something like that. Those are the areas that I would be going in. Okay, if I was personally marketing my business today and I was building a team, I was selling a business or a product, that's what I would be doing. So the point of lesson 14 is I'm not going to be showing you a bunch of different marketing techniques today. And we're not even going to talk about, should you market on Facebook? Should you market on solo ads? Maybe it should be all of it, right? And we'll talk about that, the different things that you can do. And it's going to depend on your budget, a lot of different things. Right now, what you have to decide is, how are you going to brand yourself, okay? I've showed you the system that I use to actually build websites. I am not a designer by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, not even close. I'm not a professional copywriter, but what I do know is this. I do know how to upload an image. I do know how to type, which allows me to build out an entire system that I already showed you guys. And I think that if you start to play around with this, and that's what you need to do, you need to have some baptism by fire. You don't need to go out there and do it. Have someone else do it. I think that you need to do it, because I think that adds some value when you're talking to people. When you have your prospects, or you have new people that are coming into your business, if you have the ability to say, look, here's what you need to do. First of all, you need to go and set up your landing page. It's going to take you 5 minutes to do. And after you do that, I want you to send it to me so I can read over your content, because there's going to be some words and some things that you want to use to make sure you get people through the mindset. Now, look, you can even copy what I wrote, but I want you to take it on your own as well, and let me help you through that. So when you get to the sales page, this is what you want to do, right? You want to be able to do all that, and you want to help them be able to do it. So whatever system you're using to build, make sure that you understand it, okay? Make sure that you can at least comprehend it enough to get people through the process, so you look like the professional, you look like the person that knows what they're doing. Now, you may be asking questions over here on the side to get the answers. That's fine, but I want you to begin to do that. Begin to brand yourself, because here's the deal. You can use the videos that people create. You can use the tools that people can create. You can use the lead magnet that I can create. But ultimately, this is the truth. Ultimately, people are going to do business with people they like, or people that they can relate to. You need to be that person that people can relate to. So here's your task from today until tomorrow. I want you to define even further the prospects and the people that you're looking for. I want you to envision for a second the team. If you could literally write your own story, which you can, but if you could literally write your own story, what are the type of people that you would like to work with on your team? What are the type of people that you would like to partner with in your business? Who could you envision yourself going to marketing events with, your company events? Who are those people that you can see, hey, we're going to make some t-shirts, we're team whatever, right? We're team take it to the next level, we're team the answer, whatever it is. Who are those people? Define those people. What type of traits do those people have? Are they married? Are they single? Are they 30 to 50? Are they 20 to 30? What age bracket are you looking for? Are they men? Are they women? Are they a mixture? I'm telling you right now, if I was building a network marketing company, I honestly would be trying to attract as many women as I possibly could to my business, because they are full understanding of that touch and feel that's out there, okay? So as you're building your network, you want to think about that. Think about what type of value could you add. If we were to build a dream team right now, and I had a team of people that I could surround myself with, who would I want on it? Well, Maybe I would want someone who could help with graphics for the entire team. Maybe I would want someone who could write copy for the entire team. Maybe I would want someone that had some of that inspiration or motivation that they could come and help the team out. There's different gifts and talents. We all have different gifts and talents. So I would be thinking about that. So that is your task. As we lead into tomorrow, I want you to define the people that you want to attract to your business. As silly as it may sound, I want you to write it down. Who are the people that you want to attract to your business? What type of people? What are the qualities? What are the traits? What are the personalities that they will have? What are the gifts and talents that they will have? So you can begin to define exactly how you want your organization to look. Think about how cool it would be if you were able to create that for yourself. You know exactly what your foundation is. You know what your vision is. You know what type of money you want to earn. And as you start to build this process out, you want to become a branding machine of you. Not me, not any other leader. You want to be a branding machine of you. Now, if you can do that and you can figure out the people that you want to attract, the next step is going to be creating that branding process. And the following step will be putting ads out there to attract the type of people that you want. And that's what we're about to get into as we lead into this week. We're going to talk about branding you to an extent of, hey, people are going to be attracted to you because of why? Because you are attracted to dogs. They like dogs as well. Or you have kids, they have kids as well. I'm attracted to soccer, so maybe I'm attracting soccer families or soccer moms or soccer coaches or whatever it is. You can start to attract those type of people. And what type of qualities do they have? What type of personalities do they have? Will you be able to hang out with them at events, or are you going to be running from them because they drive you crazy, right? As silly as it sounds, I'm trying to position your mind into thinking to the future of who you really want to attract. So when we're out there creating these ads, and we're creating the content, we're creating the copywriting to attract these people to us, we will know the type of psychology, we'll know the type of words that you need to use to attract those type of people. You'll even know what type of pictures that you need to put up or what type of videos that you want to put up. You know, the cool thing about the internet to me is this: you literally can become any person that you want to be. Anyone that you want to be. You can create a personality of any, like you may be a total introvert and you can go to the internet and you can become whoever you want to be almost overnight. Isn't that something cool? You have the same ability inside your internet marketing business. You are the leader that people want, but you have to convince yourself of that first. And the only way you can do that is develop your mind into believing it. So as you come into this class tomorrow, you absolutely need to know what type of branding you're going to do for yourself. Who are you trying to attract to your team? Are you going to be willing to get comfortable enough to be uncomfortable, right? When it comes to doing videos, when it comes to doing webinars, when it comes to doing things like that. Because what we're going to do as we go through this week, we're going to really define what type of marketing you need to do. What is it going to take financially for you to be able to do it? How should you do it? And here's the deal. I lost literally so much money you wouldn't even believe when it came to marketing. I bought every single thing that you could possibly think of, and there are some awesome marketers out there, and it is all about the wording and the psychology that you use to get people to the next step. But the question is this: with all the blocks that are out there with Google, Facebook, there's so many challenges that you face in this industry when it comes to marketing. We're going to help you get around some of that so you can still get your ads out there to the right people. You can attract the right people. We're going to show you how to get thousands of views on videos by, costing you very, very little money to attract people to you. So we're going to throw it out there. We're going to make it happen. You have to figure out yourself first and get your branding in order. So with that being said, when you come tomorrow, make sure to have those things in order. Make sure to do your 15 to 30 minutes of personal development. If you haven't done it today, please do it. I mean, I'm telling you that because it's important to your success, not my success, your success. So get out there and do it. So have a great day. Thank you for stopping by, and we'll be at the same time, same place every day this week, Monday through Friday, 2 p.m., pangeabuilder.com. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.